Good evening, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, thank you all so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We've been looking at the chat as things were warming up there, and we have people from everywhere, from Atlanta and Oregon, Florida. We saw lots of Texans, Hawaii, people from Hawaii, even from Canada.
Wow.
So thank you
Hi,
all.
everyone. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And with me today is?
So my name is Akane. Today I'm gonna be MC assistant, and I was so looking forward to today.
Hi, and my name is Kiara, and I'm going to be your MC today. And our special guest today is Risa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Risa Stegmeyer. I am so excited for this virtual tour of Kyushu. It's actually one of my favorite places in Japan. I've been to all the prefectures there, and I hope you enjoy this virtual trip as much as I do. Thank you all for participating.
Oh, fantastic. I've not yet been to all of the prefectures in Kyushu. What are some of the places you went most recently?
I've been to Kagoshima, Fukuoka, Saga. Just because of the pandemic, everyone is in the same situation. I haven't been traveling for about a year and a half. But I have so many fond memories of all the places. I've run marathons there. I've done triathlons there. There's so much to do. There's so much to eat. The people are so warm, and it's just a really beautiful place. Beautiful seasons. I can't tell you which is my favorite season to go there, but it's just a really beautiful island.
That's fantastic. Do you run the triathlon so you can try all the various foods in
I actually
Kyushu?
do. That's one of the reasons I do triathlon, so I can enjoy good food, and sometimes I'll have like a beer or sake after. But I've done an Ironman. The Ironman is not there anymore, but there's one that used to be in Nagasaki. It's a very, very famous one. And I've run the marathon in Kagoshima by Sakurajima. So if you're into sports, it's a great place. And if you're not, it's still a great place. There's so much to do.
I definitely agree with that. That is fantastic. So with no further ado, let's get started. So today's theme, we're really focused on kind of recharging in Kyushu. It's been a tough year for everybody. So I think we can all do with a little bit of extra power and happiness and tastiness in our lives.
Yes. It's next to, this virtual tour is almost as good as a real thing, I would say.
Yes, we're trying to get there, definitely.
So once Japan starts opening up, this can serve as a good warm-up.
Exactly. Start planning your trip now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So today's theme involves recharging Kyushu, and which likely enhance your image of the region. And then now, let me introduce about today's event.
Let's get started.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about, of course, Kyushu, but Kyushu is really big, as you know, Risa, of course. So we're going to focus on 3 areas in particular. We're going to focus on Fukuoka, which is kind of the gateway, I think, to Kyushu.
It really is.
And then Kumamoto, and then Kagoshima.
Yay! All three beautiful places to visit.
Yeah. On tour, I will be introducing local cuisine and other special items, and you can purchase them directly from the event's order site, so check it out.
So I hope of those you with bento or maybe some sake or a little early beer will enjoy that as we go through Kyushu.
Yeah. Okay, so alright, so let me explain how to get to Kyushu.
So Kyushu is actually Japan's southernmost island. So it's really nice and warm a lot of the year, really great weather, great beaches. And it's actually not that far from Tokyo. It's only about a 2-hour flight from Haneda Airport. So it's pretty easy to get to if you're in Tokyo and traveling there as well. And
I agree. If you fly into Tokyo, sightsee there, you can hop on a plane. You can even do a day tour in Kyushu. but I really do suggest you stay a few days, 3 at least.
Yeah, definitely 3 days. You can go to a few different places and see how diverse it really is.
It really is.
Fantastic. And when you're there, of course, as you said, there's like great oceans and there's great food, and there are actually really good train connections. And there's a special pass called the Kyushu Rail Pass, the JR Kyushu Rail Pass, which allows you to zip through the various major cities, and we'll see a little bit about that later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then I will introducing the event going on later today.
So yes, we have some great gifts for our viewers today. So if you want to win these prizes, you have to pay attention to the 3 clues we will give you throughout this event. Just make a note of them.
Is this going to be difficult or will it be easy?
I think it's going to be pretty easy, but do pay attention. We'll make it very clear, so don't worry.
Yay, okay.
And our little assistant Kumamoto, who we will also be showing later. Yes, some of you might know him. He's got fans all over the world. He will be showing us the clues. So keep a lookout for the adorable Kumamoto. And also, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the first 2,500 people based in the United States who are watching this show will either get some premium yamecha. We'll talk more about this later. It's this really great tea, or some Kumamoto goods. So there's the little bear of Kumamoto. So keep an eye out for him for the big prizes.
Okay, sounds good.
And we have more.
And I know, it just keeps on going. So everybody can also get a $20 IACE coupon, which you can use for travel, and a 5% off coupon with Nishimoto World's Gift, Wismetak, for all sorts of the goods that we'll be showing throughout this program.
Yeah,
okay, sounds so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, now with all of that out of the way, let's go off and into Kyushu.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. So here you see the Shinkansen, the bullet train, taking us to Fukuoka, which is our first stop on today's tour of Kyushu.
Look at that train. The great thing about Japanese trains is there's hardly ever any delays. The ride is so smooth. It's quiet, and you can even eat a bento while looking out the window.
Yeah, they're just wonderful.
Okay, so the first stop on our Kyushu tour is a very special place, which is called Tazaifu Ten Mangu.
Yep, Tazaifu Ten Mangu is a shrine. You can tell by the torii gate.
Yeah.
It's also known as Tenjin. So you'll see it written both ways. If you're looking
to remember, right? Tenjin.
Yeah, definitely. For tourist information, you'll see it both. And this is a very old Shinto shrine. It's about 1,100 years old. And what's really interesting is who is enshrined here. It was actually a person who existed, who was called Sugawara no Michizane. He was a politician and philosopher and very cultured person. And so after his death, he became the god of learning.
Yes.
That
very
sounds like a great gig.
Japan. Look at the ladies in the kimono.
Definitely.
I'm assuming that you can rent kimonos and visit the shrine.
Yes, there's a kimono shop right near the shrine, and it makes for a perfect backdrop.
It's a wonderful cultural experience, and then you can take pictures.
Definitely.
And just tour the shrine.
Yeah, and so we're going to pass through the torii gate, as you do when you're visiting a shrine, and you can see everybody preparing, and I think we have, is that a Shichigo-san?
Oh yes, the 753 celebration, which takes place in Japan. 7 and 3 is for the girls, and 5 is for the boys. They wear a kimono.
Beautiful kimono.
And then they take pictures at the shrine.
Yeah, it's so cute. Like in the when there's lots of people around doing it, it's just adorable.
Yeah. It is. The season is coming up, actually. It's in October and November, so it should be soon when families are going to celebrate this event.
Yeah. And this bridge is actually a pretty famous spot in the shrine. You might have noticed there was a little flower symbol on the lanterns, and those are ume, or plums.
Plum.
And they're a symbol of Tazaifu and actually a symbol of Michizane, the guy who became the god of learning.
Yes.
And this is a very popular shrine to go to during exam season, which is a very stressful time in
March,
Japan.
February, March, and the plums start blossoming, I would say, in March, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
So the spring season is really nice to go to also.
Definitely. And yeah, definitely. The kimono makes for an extra special experience, I think.
It really does. It really does.
Oh yeah. So then now we'll be heading to the library area of Nakasu.
Ooh, nightlife in Fukuoka.
Have you been there, Risa?
Yes, I've been there many times. I've gone to Fukuoka a lot for work. So after work is finished, we go to the Nakasu. There are a lot of ramen vendors like you see here. You can have a bowl of ramen, very reasonably priced, and it's so delicious. So I think a lot of people see the Japanese as quite shy, but don't be fooled, because if you go out at night and you have a drink, you can meet a lot of people that way, make friends and learn more about the city.
And there's,
look at all these
besides
back roads.
Yeah, besides the fantastic food, what we just saw there is called a yatai. So it's an outdoor food stall, and it's a very unique part of Fukuoka's culture. You see them all over the place along these beautiful rivers, and it's just, it's such a unique thing to do, and absolutely must do if you're in Fukuoka.
It is, and especially with the cold season coming up in Japan, the ramen will warm up your body. There's also a dish called oden. It has a lot of fish cakes in it, some vegetables, some boiled eggs, and it's just so delicious.
Yeah,
and,
oden is one of those
it's
things.
It's a great experience.
Oden is one of those things that I don't think really is known that much outside of Japan, but it definitely should be.
It should, yes. You can find oden in convenience stores in Japan. It's it's a popular food here, especially during the cold season.
Yeah, but eating outside at a yatai with a glass of hot sake.
Oh,
yeah,
I really love the combination.
Perfect. Oh, I want to go.
Okay, so all right. So let's talk about daytime activities. So on to our next spot, and next is a green tea farm, which is near Yamecha Daichaen.
Yay, Yamecha. I love Yamecha. Look at those beautiful fields.
今日はこの八女中央大茶園を紹介させていただきます。八女生まれ、八女育ちの井上博美と申します。よろしくお願いします。私の後ろに広がっているのが八女中央大茶園なんですけれども、この大茶園は1969年から1973年にかけて約103ヘクタールの山林を開発されて作られた茶園です。現在約70ヘクタールでお茶が栽培されているんですけれども、本当にこの見渡す限り緑一面の茶畑は圧巻で、茶どころ八女を代表する美しい景観の場所です。今日は福岡で八女茶を販売されている博多桜の西さんにおいでいただいております。
日本のお茶は実は福岡が発祥というふうに言われています。1192年に、福岡に伝わったのが歴史の始まりで、今からだいたい830年前になります。福岡の八女茶は600年以上の歴史ある産地の中で、生産量は全国で6位になります。で6位といえども全国で作られるお茶の大体 3% ぐらいしかないんで、非常に生産量としては少ないお茶になります。ただ毎年行われる日本茶の品評会で、日本一に連続で輝くなどすごく高級茶の取れる産地として有名なのが特徴になります。福岡の八女茶は国内海外の方にも人気のお茶で、その中でも八女の玉露、こちらは海外ではミシュランのお茶とかにも使っていただけるようなそういった商品になります。それがこちらの八女の玉露になります。またこちらの玉露をですね、手軽に楽しんでもらえるように、こういった水出しのボトルで楽しんでいただくようなこういったセットも今回ご用意してますので、 その世界に愛されるこの日本の八女茶をですね、ぜひ、いろんな飲み方で楽しんでいただければと思います。
ぜひ八女にお越しいただいて美味しいお茶を飲んでください。
福岡の八女茶よろしくお願いします。
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was so lovely.
Yeah, and actually we also got green tea, special green tea here in the studio.
Look at the set I received. Aren't these just beautiful?
Oh my god, you have a lot.
There's
so
some
cute.
patterns.
Yeah.
And there's 3 tea bags in each set. They're very easy to use, great as gift. They're just so beautiful, you know. I love the presentation. And I also have the cold tea. I made this about 12 hours ago. All I do is put the green tea in this bottle, pour in some water, and put it in the fridge. I give it a swish before drinking it. And it's just so refreshing.
Oh,
Got some too.
so fresh.
It's delicious.
Already.
Green tea has so many health benefits. It's full of catechin, antioxidants, and it has some minerals. And I actually drink more green tea than I do coffee. It's just easier on my stomach. I understand that it does have a little bit of caffeine in it, but it's just Japanese people love green tea, hot and cold.
Yeah, I have the same bottle at home actually. It's really useful because you don't have to sit there and wait for it to brew or anything. You just throw it in the fridge before you go to bed, and then in the morning you have tea ready, which is very important for that caffeine
The set
aspect.
they offer has a lot of packets of the green tea, so you don't have to do any measuring. And I drink 1 bottle a day. I think I go through this, really quickly. I wish I had 2 bottles, but this is great. Of course, hot tea is also good, which I prepared some.
Oh, I also have one.
They also offer a set with a little tea kettle. It has no top on it, and it serves about 3 cups. But isn't this just so? Is the simplicity of it is just so beautiful.
It's just lovely. And
It
yeah,
really
not having
is.
the top is like a specialty of the area as well. It's like how you know it's made there.
Yes, and you just pour it in like this and drink.
Oh,
Yay.
yeah.
Like the flavor it's so mild. Like often tea and green tea, when it's not high quality like this, is kind of bitter. And a lot
Exactly,
of people
Chiara.
don't like
Yes.
it. This one is just soft.
This yame cha is very gentle, but it has a little bit of a sweetness to it. So that's why I think it's so easy to drink. And it's high quality, so it's just really, really delicious. So if you're kind of, not into green tea, this might be a good way to start.
I agree with you there. And it seems in the comments we have a lot of fans of green tea and some people who've had yamecha. So good news is that our early bird viewers here will be getting some as a gift. There'll be more information about that later and in the email that you will get afterwards. By the way, this yamecha was provided by the Nishifuku Seicha Tea Company, for those who want to look into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
It really is a wonderful company. They have boxes that are great as gifts. It comes with the water, this bottle that I just showed you, and I think maybe 10 packets of tea. And all you do is mix it in there, and you're ready to go.
Fantastic.
Yay.
I think it's time for our first clue. All right, make a note of that. Make a note of the K. There will be 2 more hints as we go forward.
Okay, K for Kumamon and Kumamoto. Remember the K.
Yes.
So take a note, remember. And next, we're gonna go to the Donko at Takeshita Shoten. And we already interviewed one of the manufacturers.
こちらは福岡県八女市にあります、星野村という地域になります。株式会社竹久の池井と申します。こちらの穂束で、作っていただいている山口さんです。
椎茸生産者の山口です。
こちらで作られている椎茸なんですけども、その椎茸の作り方と特徴を教えていただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。伐採したクヌギの木に椎茸の菌を打って、それから2年間寝かせて生椎茸ができ始めます。
椎茸の育成の途中なんですけれども、気をつけていること何かございますでしょうか。
そうですね。もう最近は夏が暑いので、夏の暑さとそれから水分と風通しの良さですかね。
味の特徴はございますか。
そうですね。まあ肉厚で歯ごたえがいいのと、やっぱり焼いた時の
ヤミー。
うちの椎茸
食べてください。
Absolutely. Please.
Yes, those look delicious.
Yeah, actually we also have shiitake cuisine, and we can tell you like how to make like use of donko.
Okay. So donko is a version of the shiitake mushroom, the black mushroom, which is very popular in Japan. And I'm assuming these can be dried and fresh, or is it just the dried ones?
Indeed, they can both dried and fresh, and apparently the donko ones are the ones that are like this thick. So they're like super high quality ones, and they are quite pricey, but they're so worth it.
And I think you can even eat the stem too. I think they're cutting off the stem here for visual purposes, but you can eat the whole thing, and it has a great dashi broth if you want to use it in soups. And the way they're preparing it here is they put a piece of butter on it, and they put it in the oven, or I think they're steaming it here, and the butter melts, and then you can eat it. I think they're gonna put something on top of that.
Yeah, it's like soy sauce.
Some soy sauce.
Yeah, sauce is very good.
A little bit of miso.
Yeah,
maybe?
this is actually soy sauce and butter is a pretty popular combination here in Japan.
Exactly.
They're putting it in the water so it gets soft. And Japanese, they use it in stews. They mix it with rice and soups. It's very popular for soups because it has a delicious, rich flavor. This looks like a vegetable soup. So if you're a vegan or vegetarian, this is a great. It's very hearty. So it has a lot of flavor in it. You can add salt. You don't need to add salt. But oh wow.
Yeah. Yes, the umami.
This is very Japanese. It's like a home cooked soup. It's like I would call it like a minestrone or something. It's that type of soup.
Definitely. And it's, as you were saying, it's really great for vegans and vegetarians because the mushrooms have this depth of flavor, the umami flavor that is often talked about in Japanese cuisine, which is hard to get from sources other than meat. And this is so good. I do this all the time at home. I love them. And
it's
they
so
also
good because once
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying that they also make really good like mixings for burgers and for rice, like you said.
Yes. You can even make this up. I was going to say hamburgers. So I guess in the United States they have a lot of Portobello mushroom hamburgers. The Portobellos are quite large, but these are smaller. They have the same kind of rich flavor. I actually prefer the donko, the shiitake mushrooms, because they're just really, they fill you up nicely.
Yeah, they're not watery at all. They're very chewy and sort of almost meat-like, I guess.
Exactly.
And what's interesting is from the website that we will be linking later, you can actually buy these both dried, which is pretty normal, but also you can get them fresh, which is apparently quite unusual and was done just for this event. So if you want to try some of those burgers or the fresh soup, go and check out the Kyushu Fest website for more information.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think I've ever had a fresh donko. Usually they sell them in bags, dried, and then you just have to, put them in water.
Exactly. And then don't forget about those super tasty Japanese persimmons.
Look at the size of that thing.
It is very big, isn't it? Yeah, we actually happen to have some here, and then the interview from the manufacturer.
Hey. It's the season of the persimmons.
ここは福岡県の吉井町というところで、古谷農園の柿です。古谷正幸です。
So sweet.
この園で栽培されておる品種は太い秋と書いて大衆と呼びます。柿の品種もいろいろありますが、大衆というのはサクサク感があって玉が大きく糖度が高いといった特徴があります。他の品種とは全然違いますので、ぜひご賞味をお願いします。食べてね。
Thank you, Kyushu.
Thank you. Yeah, so look at this side. This one is the usual persimmon, and this one is taishu. So look at
The
this
Kyushu is really
side.
large.
Yeah.
Double the size.
Look at that. It's almost double. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost double.
And
You don't see persimmons so much in the United States in supermarkets,
no, you
but it's
don't.
a very
Whoops.
popular fruit in Japan.
So basically, this is what it looks like when it's cut into. For those who haven't had persimmons before, I personally never had persimmons before moving to Japan. And I was kind of, I don't know, worried about them. It's like, I don't know what that is. But then I got some courage up to try one, and they're really delicious. Particularly these taishu ones are extra crispy.
Ooh,
And
I love crispy ones.
Yes, that's my favorite too. And persimmons, for those who haven't had one before, they have this almost cinnamony taste, right?
Yep, I agree. They're not overly sweet, but if you let them ripen and they get soft, they get even sweeter. I personally, like you, Kiara, I like the crisp, not so sweet persimmons. I sometimes put them in like a potato salad. They're a great fruit to mix with salads. That's what I find.
I agree. They work really well with a kind of balsamic-y dressing, or maybe some of the kurosu that we'll be seeing later in the program as well.
And you have to remember, you cannot eat the skin of a persimmon. It's quite tough, so be sure to peel them and eat them. You can't eat them like an apple.
Yeah, I actually have.
You have, really?
Yeah, I think when they're really fresh, you can actually get through the skin. Sometimes, I think it depends on persimmon. Like high quality persimmons are probably okay.
I've never heard anyone eating a persimmon skin, but I guess you can always try.
Yeah, that's challenging. Okay, and next, we interview an individual involved in traditional Kyushu artistry, and this person creates Inoue Rantai lacquerware.
Ooh.
福岡県久留米市で、久留米の伝統工芸品団体漆器を作っております井上と申します。この地域の竹を編みまして編んだものに何度も塗りを施して漆器を作っております。
So beautiful.
竹は真竹っていうのを使います。薄く剥いでしなやかな竹をいろんな形に編んで形もいろいろ作っております。 作らせていただいてますのはこういうお皿でございます。生地は一緒なんですけれども塗ってる色が違いまして、こちらは朱色を下に塗りまして黒色を塗って竹の模様を研ぎ出しております。これは竹の模様をシンプルに出した朱だけで仕上げた分でございます。 お皿もすごく軽いし何にでも使えます。お箸も軽くて使いやすいです。 塗りも10回以上塗ってますし、十分な強さがございます。カラフルで軽くて丈夫で非常に使いやすいです。ぜひこのお箸使ってみてください。
Okay, so thank you for interview.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
and we also
beautiful.
get chopstick and this plate. Look at this one. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, you have
ありがとう
both.
ございます。
Oh, you
I have both.
both.
Yes, aren't these beautiful? What I love about them is that they're very light, but they're durable. You can put. I usually put like rice crackers, sweets. You can put cookies on these. They look very delicate, but actually they're quite. They're very strong. And aren't these? The colors are so beautiful. This red color is like a very celebratory color in Japan. And washi, chopsticks.
Oh, the chopsticks.
Look at the colors of these.
Oh, they're
So
glorious.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Just the craftsmanship is
They're nice,
incredible.
yeah.
I'm holding them right
It
now,
really is.
and they're so light.
They are.
Yeah.
And I love, in Japan, they have different sizes and lengths of chopsticks. These are, I would say these are the bigger ones. So they're easy to use if you have big hands. These are actually really good. And they're just, the design and the color is just so beautiful.
And yeah, they're very grippy. So I think if you're not super used to chopsticks, they'll give you a little extra leverage as well, which is always helpful.
It really is. Yes. Don't be afraid of chopsticks.
Yeah.
Once you start using them, I even eat my salads with chopsticks because it's just so easy. You can pick out what you want, and they're just really beautiful too, and they're fun to use.
And much easier to clean than forks.
Yes, you
Yes,
don't have to
totally.
get into the little, the little spaces in between.
Exactly. Hygienic.
Yes, they're very hygienic. But don't put them in the dishwasher because lacquerware is not, you have to hand wash them. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's pretty important. Okay, and we have more. Actually, we have kind of Hakata silk from Kyushu. Yeah, and actually we toured the Mori Hakatori factory.
はい、森博多織株式会社と申します。私が代表している森義雄と申します。こちらはですね、福岡県の粕谷郡海町、桜原っていう住所に、あります。博多織のですね、着物の帯を作ってまして、着物の帯以外でもですね、帯の生地にその他の生地を使った雑貨品、それとかタオルとかを作っております。
So colorful.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
beautiful. The
they're so
colors are
bright.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So much variety.
Oh, that's
And they're very light.
Yeah.
これが博多織の代表的な帯の一つである男の人が締める侍とかが締めてたですね、男の帯でございます。こちらの甲がこうある由緒正しき献上柄っていう柄がついている帯で、博多織の由緒正しき一つの代表的な柄となっております。こちらですね、博多織の由緒正しき柄である献上柄を使って作った生地を作ったバッグでございます。こちらの方ですね、気軽に博多織の商品が手に触っていただけるように、作ってバッグとして案内しております。
Ah, those are silk.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Oh, it's a first time for me to see kind of silk. Yeah.
All handmade.
Oh, wow. I wonder how long it takes to make one.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at all the colors. I guess they dye them all to different colors.
Oh, wow. That's really traditional.
Yeah.
It really is.
And if you want to see more of the factory, on the Kyushu Fest, this event webpage, there are 360-degree pictures of all areas of the factory, so you can get a closer look at some of this really like old school equipment.
Yes.
And see them making these beautiful obi.
ぜひ九州に来られましたら、こちら博多織の伝統工芸品をですね作っている工場へぜひ遊びに来てください。ここでしか見られないものや体験もできますので、ぜひよかったら弊社の方まで遊びに来てください。お待ちしております。
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love that you can get to see the faces of the people who make these goods, you know. So many things are still handmade in Japan, and there's a lot of effort, you know, skill put into them. But look at this bag. It's just a little cute bag. You can put your phone, your wallet, take it to the supermarket.
Yeah, it's very easy to bring this one like anywhere. And it's also for suitable like lunch boxes, yeah.
Yes, exactly. I guess you can put a very narrow lunch box in there, or you can put your sandwich in there, or your thermos in there.
Yeah.
But obis, I guess you have to have a kimono to buy an obi. But this is instead of buying an obi, you buy a bag, or I saw they had some accessory bags, and makeup bags there too. So this is very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
And this type of silk is very resilient. I have a lot of kimono, including one made from this material, and it just does not crease. It's really great. Yeah. So for like makeup bags or things that you're just throwing in your purse, they'll last forever.
It really does. Yeah, I know the obis. I love kimonos. The obis, you wear it, it gets a little bit wrinkled because you have to tie the bow in the back. But then you let it hang for a day or so, and all the wrinkles are gone. You don't have to iron it or steam it. It's just, I guess, it's just the silk that that makes it so easy to use.
And the craftsman's secrets, for sure.
Yes, yes, for sure. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Now we've spent a lot of time in Fukuoka now, so I think it's time to move on to our next location, which is Kumamoto.
Okay.
Kumamoto! Where Kumamon is from.
Yes! We're gonna go meet Kumamon.
Okay, alright, everyone, so let's go to Kumamoto!
Whoa. Let's go!
Once again, using the Shinkansen with the JR Kyushu Pass to zip our way over to Kumamoto.
And from Fukuoka, it's about 30 minutes or so?
Yeah. And when going to Kumamoto, and you can go with the same Kumamoto Castle.
And Kumamon. Whoa, close. My goodness, he is so adorable. So this is Kumamon, for those who don't know him. He is Kyushu's most popular mascot, and he's going to give us a quick tour around Kumamoto Castle here in the background. So as the PR mascot, he is known all over Japan. He's probably one of the most famous characters, and he won the first place at the Yurukyara Grand Prix, which is it's a big event in Japan where the mascots from all the prefectures come and compete to see which one is the most adorable. And he has won, clearly.
He has, because he's just so adorable. He's very popular with children. I think because he doesn't have a scary face, and he's just very gentle.
Yeah,
and we should talk about the castle as well.
Okay. Yes, so, Kumamoto Castle.
Yeah, Kumamoto Castle is a real beauty. It was built by Kato Kiyomasa, who is said to have been undefeated in battle. So he was hardcore. And on the castle grounds, there are various things to see besides the castle, including Kiyomasa Shrine, where you can pray for victory of whatever you want victory for, and also the Shuse Bridge, where you can pray for success.
Yes, lots of good stuff to pray for.
So some people may be aware that there was an earthquake some years ago, and Kumamoto
about
Castle.
5 years ago?
Yeah, and
the wall was damaged.
But almost all the walls fell, but the castle stayed standing.
Amazing
Ancient architecture. So it's kind of got this strength that's kind of inspiring, I think.
Yeah, the castle is huge. It's beautiful during the day, and then at nighttime, it's lit up. So it's just to look at it is amazing.
Yeah, you can enjoy not only daytime but also nighttime. So yeah, it's pretty beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so we have second clue.
Second clue.
Okay, so second
What is
letter
that?
is S. Yes, so don't forget to write down.
So the first one was K, and the second one is S.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we might be getting an idea of what this word might be.
All right, so next we have some rare that remind you of something from fantasy, like welcome to Lapita Road.
Lapita.
Oh, wow.
This is, oh my gosh, this is Japan, right? It looks like,
I know. I've been near here by bus, and I thought I was in Switzerland.
Yes, exactly.
It's very
the mountains
surreal.
Are beautiful. It really is.
This scenic spot has gained fame because it looks like something out of the Ghibli movie, Lapita Castle in the Sky.
Yes.
Right there. Yes.
It looks like you're in the clouds, right?
Definitely.
There's many trails that you can walk on.
Yeah, apparently it used to be a farm road, but then got so popular that they made it into a proper road so more people could enjoy it. Oh, so great for people who love photography.
Yeah, so magnificent.
Oh yeah, imagine all the views you can see from here. And I guess this must be during the summer because it's so green. It actually does look like a scene from a movie, from a Ghibli movie.
Yeah, it does.
It's one of those places in Japan that don't seem real, but are. And Kyushu has a lot of those.
Oh, it does. The nature is just so beautiful in Kyushu. Mountains and the ocean both. And everything in the middle too.
Oh, wow. That is
oh
just
my
awesome.
goodness.
Yeah. So cool.
This would be a good maybe day or 2 day trip. Just walking in the mountains, enjoying the scenery. Yes. And I'm sure the views are different depending on which season you visit.
Definitely. And for those who are interested, this is on Prefectural Road 339. So for those of you who have international licenses or can drive in Japan, you can go up here and just stop and look around and enjoy.
Yeah. Okay, and Kumamoto has many strange and wonderful scenic places. So next is Nabegataki Falls.
Wow.
So this apparently is kind of a new discovery on the travel scene. I mean, it's been there for a long time, but it's really gotten famous in the past couple years.
Yes. I think social media has really, helped people discover a lot of these kind of hidden treasures in Japan.
Yeah. Yes, and on the way down, you can see there's nice stairs, so it's safe. Yeah. There are little hearts that you can look for. So see how many you can find when you're walking down to see the falls.
Hearts. Okay, I didn't know about that one. That's very romantic.
Exactly.
Is there some kind of meaning to the hearts?
Well, if you find lots of them, maybe your wishes will come true. So maybe romantic wishes. Oh, wow, there we go. There's the falls.
Oh my goodness. And you can go up really close to the falls.
Not only can you go up close to the falls, you can go behind the falls.
Behind.
Which is the big, unique part about this. Yeah. Apparently, it used to be a river. And many, many, many thousands of years ago, there was an earthquake or an eruption, and it lifted the ground. And so we have this amazing, I don't know, well, I mean, it's a waterfall, but I don't know, secret cave.
Yes. This is so beautiful. Yeah, I've seen pictures of this on the internet, and on TV, but I've never been here. So this is definitely one place that I want to visit, soon, hopefully soon.
Yes, definitely. Once it's okay to travel a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely, I think, want to bring maybe a raincoat or an umbrella on rainy days, just to keep yourself from getting too wet.
Right. And make sure you wear the proper shoes and have the proper gear, just in case it suddenly rains or there's a change in weather.
Yes.
Yeah. So so there are so many comments, so thank you so much for you all. Oh yeah, I read that this fall is very beautiful and I really want to go there. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. And within the beautiful nature in Kumamoto, you also have delicious strawberries. So Kumamoto is home to the Miyabi no Ichigo from Ichigora's Strawberry Farm.
Ichigo.
熊本県でいちご農園をしています坂口です。松成です。
Aww.
Everyone. Strawberries make people happy, right? They're just so cute.
Too bad it's not quite strawberry season yet.
Yes, but almost, right?
Almost.
Wow.
Oh, it's a white strawberry.
Yeah. 糖度が高く、子供たちや女性に人気なイチゴです。
植えるまでの間の苗作りももちろんなんですけど、植えてから収穫をするまでの間も、苗一つ一つの状態とか、病気とかそういう虫とかそういう害虫に被害がないかとかっていうのを、注意して、育てるように心がけています。
11月末から取れ出して4月末までの収穫になると思います。
初めて淡雪のいちご食べた時どんな気持ちだった？
初めて食べた時は本当に幸せな気持ちになりましたね。
香りもすごくいい香りがするよね。
もういちごだけどいちごじゃないって感じですよね。
そう、なんか色を見るといちごっぽくないけど、食べたらもういちごで
全然酸っぱくないいちごですよね。
何個でも食べれちゃう。
Yes, exactly. Not your standard.
品種も育てています。
形は丸い形でさっぱりとした後味のすっきりとした味わいです。
どっちも美味しいので食べ比べてみてね。
Oh, this looks so good.
They do, and you think the strawberries are usually red, but you see these white strawberries and you think, okay, are these okay to eat yet? But they're so sweet. I know strawberries are a popular gift to bring, to buy and bring abroad. But these are very special. These you don't see in supermarkets in Japan often either. And if you do, they are quite pricey.
Definitely. They're very special. The harvest season is very short, apparently. And they can't get that many of them. So they're very, special and prized strawberries. And you see them sometimes in, the depachika.
Yes,
so the department store food shops, which are very fancy and always have these amazing, delicious things.
Yes. You used to be able to sample them, but because of COVID, they don't really have the sampling anymore. But I just love the way they put them in the boxes. And they're I'm sure they're handpicked, and a lot of effort put into harvesting these strawberries.
Definitely. Japanese fruit has some of the highest sugar content of fruit in the world, which means it is beyond amazing. So definitely something to try if you're here.
Yes.
And if you want to buy these strawberries, you can actually do so online.
Wow.
Through the website. They're not ready yet. They're apparently going to start being delivered in around December.
Okay.
So maybe a Christmas gift or a special Christmassy strawberry cake?
Yes, definitely. I love the names they give to the strawberries. Awayuki. It's just such a romantic name.
Yeah, they always have really adorable names. And the ladies who are cultivating them obviously love what they're doing so much, which is just so nice to see.
It really is. I think it's so special, especially in this program, that we get to see who's making all these goods, who's producing the fruits, the tea. We get to actually see their faces. There's one thing in Japan that they have a lot of pride in doing.
Definitely. All right, I think we are ready for the last of the 3 prefectures we're seeing on this tour, which is Kagoshima.
Kagoshima, yay! Kagoshima.
Now, Kagoshima is quite south in Kyushu, so it gets very nice and tropical. And again, it is accessible via the bullet train.
Yeah. And now we'll be introducing Kagoshima, and here you can find the volcano, which is named Sakurajima.
Sakurajima.
Almost.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's smoking. Yes, it is smoking
It
today.
is. Yes, it's live. Yes.
Was it smoking when you were doing your triathlon down there?
You know what? I didn't do the triathlon here. I did a marathon here. They have a marathon every year there. And when I went, it was, a few years ago, but yes, it was, but it didn't really affect it was okay when I went. I was able to run. The air seemed perfectly fine. But I think the people who live there do get, the ashes on their cars. If they hang their laundry outside, you have to be careful when you hang it. But
it's
maybe
definitely,
it can be a nuisance to the people who live there.
It's definitely something unique, like looking at the volcano sort of atmospheric conditions. But I mean, apparently there's a lot of good things that come from the ash as well. They make soap using it and like dishes as well.
Wow,
and it,
okay.
of course, makes the soil really fertile. So it does have its good points too.
Yeah, it's great that they can use the natural resources and turn it into something different.
And another great thing about volcanoes is that they create onsen, hot springs.
Onsen, hot springs. Yes. Which Japan is so famous for.
Yeah, so relax were surrounded by beautiful nature in sand bath hot springs.
Ooh, sand bath. I've been in one of those before.
Oh, I'm so
it's quite
jealous.
An experience.
Oh my God.
It makes your body so warm. So if you don't mind being buried in sand up to your neck, it's actually quite relaxing.
I've always wanted to try that. It's one of my top 10 things to do in Japan. And it is something you can only do here.
Yes.
And as you said, for those who aren't super familiar with this, so sand bath onsen is literally what it sounds like. The staff makes a nice little hole for you in the sand, and you can sort of see that it's steaming, so that the heat is rising through the sand. And they wrap you all nice carefully. You've got the yukata, which hopefully keeps sand.
So you wear clothes, the yukata. So when you get out of it, you take it off, and then you can take a shower or go in the hot spring. But you can, I think it's maybe 30 minutes you're buried in the sand.
I guess it depends. I think it's between 10 to 30 minutes. I guess however long you want to and feel comfortable with it.
Yes.
And then nearby there are regular hot springs, with water. So after you have detoxified yourself, you can go and warm up in the springs and get rid of all the sand and look fabulous.
Yeah, and this one's outdoors. I think I went in one that had a little bit of an enclosure, but this one is right on the beach, so you can actually have beautiful scenery while you're buried in the sand.
And listening to the waves and relaxing. Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, look at this! Wow, is this a bath or is that part of the sand hot springs?
Yeah, that's the regular hot spring part of this Ibusuki hot springs. Aw, thank you. Come please bury us sometime.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now Kagoshima is also famous for black vinegar, which is said to be good for your skin and hairs. Wow.
I have some too.
I have some seafood.
ここ鹿児島県霧島市福山町にある黒酢の里角井田になっております。で私の工場長の久保園真二と申します。
Oh wow, look at all those.
Just they're all outside.
Yeah.
Oh, there are so many.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. That's so huge.
It looks like a winery, but vinegar instead of wine.
A vinegary?
Vinegary, yes. Kiara, that's a good one.
黒酢を作っております。黒酢はですね、玄米、麹、水を使って作ります。とても、アミノ酸が豊富で、健康にいいと言われております。当社の角井田の黒酢は、3年以上熟成された、黒酢になってますので、味が、とてもまろやかになって飲みやすい黒酢になっております。当社の黒酢は、通常3年以上のものになるんですけど、こちらの、宝はですね、さらに、熟成させる5年ですね、させることでさらに味がまろやかで、香りがいい黒酢になっております。
Oh, aren't they cute?
Oh, look at these, they're so beautiful.
It's so artistic.
Tatsuma.
Yeah.
The label is beautiful too.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of kurosu that you can only buy in this location. And they make like drinks with it as well.
Yes.
And,
I guess they use the vinegar to make a syrup.
Yeah.
And mix it with various things and with water.
Yes. So I made myself a drink.
Oh, you made it!
This is made with the black vinegar, the aged black vinegar.
Ooh.
And I put ice, and it comes with a little measuring cup. So I put about 10 mils of vinegar, and the rest is water and ice, some agave syrup, and a slice of lemon.
It's fantastic stuff.
So delicious.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Hold on, I have to try some too.
Cheers. Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. And you can also use it in for cooking. This is probably a reduced black vinegar sauce. And I guess that's a black vinegar drink. Maybe you can even make a cocktail out of it. But vinegar is also it's good for your health, I understand. I like to put a little bit in my ramen or in gyoza, the hot stickers. And it just makes the food taste even better.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's great as salad dressing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's so cool. I've never seen, I didn't realize that they were all outside, all of the big jars. So it's all done by heated naturally, I guess. Yeah. Very eco-friendly.
Exactly, and you think vinegar is just vinegar, right? But they put a lot of effort in producing it, and usually it's 3 years, but they've aged it for 5 years, which makes it, I don't know, it makes it maybe not as strong tasting.
Definitely. I don't think that drinking vinegar is something that's known as much outside of Japan. Here it's very common, especially in the heat of the summer. There's nothing better than a
very refreshing
vinegary drink.
Exactly. A little bit of sour. Japanese people like sour food. You know, they have the umeboshi, the plum and vinegar. But yeah, it's a delicious, refreshing drink if you want to just, have it with some water or even some club soda.
Yeah.
It'd be nice after the sand baths too.
Yes. Very refreshing drink to have.
Yeah. So when it comes to delicious food, we have more. So when you think about Kyushu, so the first thing that comes to mind is Wagyu beef.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wagyu, okay.
Yeah. And we interviewed the manager of the famous restaurant, Wagyu Karen.
鹿児島県にあるカレンとお店で料理長をやっております山下と申します。
鹿児島県経済連肉用牛課の上池と申します。
Oh, it looks very fancy.
Yeah.
That's very fancy.
It's pretty neat. Yeah.
Are those private rooms?
Nice.
Yeah.
They look like private rooms.
Yeah, it is like private room.
They have the acrylic boards for the
Yeah.
for the safety for the pandemic.
黒牛を使ったお店になります。鹿児島黒牛は和牛の西を通す全国一を誇っています。
Oh, they're slicing.
Look at that marbling. Wow.
Wow, that is definitely Wagyu with the marbling.
Yeah. Oh my god, it makes me hungry. I really love Wagyu beef.
Yeah, something you don't see a lot in the United States. A lot of the meat in the United States is more red, a lean meat, or with the fat on the outside.
Yeah, it
鹿児島黒
is.
牛のサーロインを使いましたステーキになります。すっごく美味しいんですよ。
It's pretty thick. Oh wow. Oh my goodness.
She's ready for lunch.
Yes, I'm ready.
Wow, I guess they cook it on a grill and they probably make it a little bit rare.
Yeah.
I guess if they overcook it, it becomes a little bit hard, doesn't it? Tough.
Yeah, but in terms of Wagyu beef, even if you make tough, I don't know, sorry, so grease a lot, it's never taste hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's very
fat kind
soft.
of melts in, it just kind of melts away on your tongue, right?
Exactly.
And here's he's having it with some sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, look at they put it on a grill so it stays warm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's so many steam.
So the cows for the Wagyu beef are raised on Kyushu's very, very lush pastures, living outside in, proper cow-like, stress-free conditions. So they have a good life, and that is reflected in the taste. He's clearly enjoying it immensely.
He's clearly very happy, isn't he?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that shabu shabu is kind of hot pot.
Okay. So this is like a course. They can have the meat grilled, and then they have a shabu shabu course where they dip it in the hot water.
Wow.
Just for a few seconds.
Yeah,
with some
it's only a few
vegetables.
seconds.
And a little bit of vegetables just to round things out a bit,
Yes.
but that's good. Wow.
Okay, here goes the meat. Here goes the Wagyu.
Yeah.
Dip it in the water. That's why they call it shabu shabu, because it's the I guess kind of noise it makes, right, when it goes in the water. Shabu shabu.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was really just a few seconds.
Yes. So it's very pink.
Yep.
And then they dip it in a sesame paste or a ponzu, like a kind of a soy citrusy sauce.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you use sesame paste. That would work really nicely.
Yeah, it's a pretty good combination.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You start with the citrusy, the sauce, and then you move on to the sesame thicker sauce. Oh my gosh, he looks
so happy.
His expression says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love the comments. We have a lot of people interested in trying the shabu shabu and are very jealous. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Arigatou
And actually, we have some bento, which is called Japanese lunch boxes made here. Yay! So a service called J Bento Box delivers Japanese bento boxes to overseas customers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is mine. So here is the Wagyu one that you just saw.
Wow.
They have all different kinds of varieties, and this is a yellowtail. It's called buri in Japan. Sorry, can you see that?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Buri
okay.
and Wagyu.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I heated them up in the microwave for about four minutes, and you would not think this was frozen. It tastes very, very fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jealous.
Oh my god, so
It has
jealous.
vegetables in it. Oh my gosh, this is so delicious and so flavorful.
Oh, that's so interesting.
So the meat is so tender.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Vegetables. And now I'm going to try the yellowtail, the fish.
What a taste.
And they're just so gorgeous.
So good. It is. The presentation is really lovely. Sorry, I'm going to try not to talk with my mouth open. I know we're tight on time, so. And there's also in the seafood version of the bento, there's also abalone. In Japan, it's called awabi. It's a very expensive, you know, if this is in your bento, you know it's quite a good quality, pricey bento, but it is so tender. So tender. Oishii!
Yay!
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
So yeah, for those who want to taste,
they will ship this overseas too.
They will. In fact, they will ship it to the United States. So you get a taste of a real Japanese bento at home, no matter where you are in the States.
Even the rice, it tastes so fresh.
Oh, really?
Even the rice, yeah. I kind of judge a bento by the quality of its rice too.
Of course.
Because it's a big part of the bento. But all the vegetables, the meat, the fish, even the pickles, it tastes like, it just tastes really amazingly good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So those who want to try some of Kagoshima's amazing beef, do check out J Bento Box for some special treats.
Yes. Okay, so finally we got the third keyword here.
Oh, the third.
Oh, he's tiny.
The third hint. You.
You.
You. So there was a K.
K.
And an S.
S.
An S.
Yes.
And a U. Okay.
And you. So,
all right, that is the final clue. And that concludes our tour of Kyushu. There are so many other places to see in Kyushu as well. But did you enjoy our little 3 prefecture tour?
I enjoyed it so much. I mean, you know, sadly I haven't been to Kyushu in a year and a half, but I can't wait till I can finally travel again. And I hope, you know, the people who are watching this, all our viewers, can hopefully travel to Japan soon, to Kyushu, and visit all the sites that we introduced today and eat the food and just have a lovely vacation. You all deserve a nice, relaxing vacation.
Indeed. And we want as many people to come to Kyushu as possible once it's safe to travel. So if you want more information, do check it out on the website. We have more information about things to see and what to eat. And in the meanwhile, what you can buy to get a little taste of Kyushu until it's safe to travel.
Yeah. And lastly, we'd like to take the time to thank the 3 companies that have made today's possible.
So first, we'd like to thank IACE Travel, which handles tours all over Japan, including Kyushu, of course. And since Kyushu is so big, you will need to travel long distances by train to see all the various spots we introduced today. And IACE offers an affordable all-you-can-ride JR train ticket that takes you around Kyushu.
Yes.
And they're giving all participants today a 20% discount. Oh, sorry, is that a $20 $20 coupon?
I don't know which is better. Maybe, $20 is good.
I think $20 is actually better. So you get $20 coupon, and check the website on how to use it. You can also use it on other JR passes. They have plane tickets and many other helpful options for your trip to Japan. So definitely check it out. And the plane ticket gifts that we showed earlier are courtesy of IACE. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So generous.
Yeah. And next is Vidmetak. So we're running an online show, Nishimoto World Gift.
So the products we showed today can all be bought on Wismetak's Nishimoto World Gift website, the section of the event website. And they are giving all the participants a 5% discount coupon. So you can buy Japanese food.
Great for yourself and great as gifts. I really, really recommend these.
Definitely, and you can try the Persimmons.
Yes, that's what I want to try.
Yeah.
And so for
the strawberries.
Yes, and for those who are worrying a little bit about having fruit shipped all the way from Japan, don't worry. They are being flown on ANA flights, so they arrive when they're still very, very fresh and in perfect condition. Yes. As you will see how carefully they treat the fruit and veg and products that they are shipping. Thanks to ANA, who is the third company we would like to thank today.
Thank you. They really take care of all their packages, the luggages. I've never received a box that was dented or crushed.
Exactly, especially things like fruit, which is such a delicate thing.
It really
is. And they take care of it from when it's delivered all the way to your door through the OCS service, which is amazing.
And look how it's packed. They're all put in those little styrofoam nets. They're passed on by hand, and they're taken to your doorstep, and I guess they give it to you there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we often forget about the people behind the scenes here. Like we all used to travel a lot.
Yeah, I know. You don't see this kind of behind the scenes stuff and how many people are involved and how hard they work. Because of these people, we are able to receive our goods even through this pandemic.
It's really thanks to them. It's for those of us who also live overseas. It's so important. It's a connection to our home country,
really
and for people, for Japanese people living elsewhere as well.
They can get a taste of their own country, even though they're living in a different country. I know there are a lot of Japanese people living in the United States, and vice versa. There's people who want to travel to Japan but can't because of the pandemic.
And let's see, what did they get?
Oh, wow. They bring it right to your door and they actually give it to you in person, which is so nice.
Beautiful packaging, of course.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's the Tazaifu Persimmons.
Yes.
That is
so you can even send it to a friend or a relative or, someone you care for. It's a nice surprise, isn't it?
Yeah,
definitely. And for flights, because I know people are starting to travel a little bit more now, especially for those who have, family issues or work. And ANA is continuing to monitor local restrictions and quarantine guidelines, and making sure that there's enough frequency of flights, and deciding when to resume certain routes when it is safe to do so. And with their ANA Care Promise, they make sure to have a highly clean, disinfected, and hygienic experience from check-in to when you disembark on every single flight. So they are announcing their schedules for October 31st to January 11th, 2022 last month. So for those who need to fly or want to fly, if you look at www.flyana.com, you can get all of the information you need to see what the requirements are and what they're doing to keep their passengers safe.
Yes. They're very hygienic, and I know I fly ANA a lot when I used to fly. Everything is so clean, the trays, the seats. I know a lot of sanitization is involved. So it makes you feel good and safe.
Yeah.
And the
Which is so
service
important
on
these
ANA
days.
is wonderful.
Exactly.
It is. And so is the food. The food is good.
It really is. It's just Japanese quality all the way.
It really is, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone, were you able to write down all keywords?
Oh, okay. You have to fill in the little round parts, right?
Yeah.
it looks like a lot of people have guessed the keyword already, so well done, all of you. Yay. And I will now explain how to enter to win the prizes. So thank you if you're writing in the comments, that's great. But actually, the way to apply to win is a little different. So to enter to win the prizes, you'll need to visit the event website, which is www.kyushufes.com by October 31st. And enter the answer to the quiz and what you thought about this event. Winners will be selected by lottery, and you will receive an email from the event organizers telling you the good news. So click the link, which will be linked in the comment section and also on the website, and enter the keyword. If you somehow missed one of our clues and want to watch it again, this video will be available on YouTube, so you can check it out again and enter to win. Once again, by October 31st, so you have quite a bit of time.
You still have a little time, yeah.
Yep, so the email you receive after the event will have coupons that we discussed earlier and YouTube info, so just check that. It's all very easy.
And here are special prizes.
I mean, a round-trip ticket to Japan.
Wow.
I'm so jealous.
Round-trip ticket and fruit.
Especially these are the strawberries.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes. And the persimmons. So if you've never had a persimmon, I really encourage you to try one.
Yeah. Actually, I tried a little bit the part of persimmon, so it was so crispy, and yeah, this one.
Wait, hold on, there we go.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
They are delicious.
I will wait to order mine.
Yes, so it's just about persimmon season now.
Yes,
it is. It is.
Yeah,
it's a season where all the delicious fruits and vegetables are going to be coming into harvest. Japan is known as the, shokuyoku no aki. The season, autumn is known as the season of good foods.
Yeah, good foods, a bit of gluttony. It's all good.
It's okay to eat.
Definitely. So, well, this time it was just a virtual tour, but we wish good luck to everybody, and I hope we have lots of winners. Be safe. And when it's safe again, please come and visit Japan and visit Kyushu, recharge, and try some of the delicious things we showed you today.
Yeah, I hope today's program served as a good warm-up, and I hope it was informative to you, and then I hope it makes you even want to travel to Kyushu even more.
Yeah.
I definitely want to.
Yeah. Me too.
Soon, hopefully soon, you can travel more freely.
Yeah, I can't wait to go this.
Risa, what was your favorite part of today's tour?
Oh my gosh, there's so many favorite parts. We visited so many places. There are places that I want to visit, like the Lapita and the waterfalls. I do love to eat, and I really enjoyed sampling all the delicious foods and the drinks. I love the yame tea, and the vinegar, and just all the different goods. The hakataori, the bag. And the lacquerware was also beautiful too. So I hope everyone else enjoyed. And I'm sorry, it feels like a little bit of a teaser. We're showing you all these goods, but hopefully you can have them sent to your home, or you can win them in the lottery. But please, once Japan starts opening up again, I do really hope you come and visit. The people are waiting for you. I know it's been a really hard time for the manufacturers and the people living in Kyushu who really depend on tourists. So they are all eagerly waiting for you to come and visit.
Thanks, Risa. Thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you to everybody else who joined, and all of your comments in the chat. I wish we could answer all of them. We are watching, and thank you. We really do appreciate your lovely comments.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And we hope to see you soon again, online or in Japan.
Yeah.
Or in person. Yes.
Yay,
Thank you for joining us.
so
Thank you,
much.
Kiara and Akane-san. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Risa.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, guys.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
バイバイ。